Hello there, team. Hey, this video today is going to cover a new topic in Crimson 3.2, and that's about personalities. I called it Cult of Personalities. So what I've got here is I got 4 Geo7 HMIs that are going to be running Crimson 3.2 databases. And I want each one of these HMIs to have a different IP address on them, and I want to show that IP address on the web page. So I'm going to go over here to device configuration on the left, and this is new. I have not saved this database, so this is brand new. Matter of fact, let me just start truly from new. I'll just show you. I'm going to copy this since I made this stupid thing. Let me do new, file new, say no, I don't want to change. I'll pick a Geo7, whatever, great. Go back to display pages. I'll paste my thing there. It's brand new. So over here on the left, I'm going to go to device configuration. And if you look at Ethernet 1, I got them all configured as via DHCP. But I really want to have a personality in here that keeps that particular IP address for each one separate. Everything else might be the same on this database, but this IP address. So I'm going to slide down here in device configuration, down here to this new section called device personalities. And I'm going to click on settings here, and I'm going to create a new personality here, and I'm going to call this, we'll call it HMI space IP address. Okay, and I'm going to put in IP address here 192.168.1.20 for the first one. And then down here for notes, I'll just say this is the, can't spell. You see, I didn't take typing. So just put the notes, and I'll click the OK button or hit enter, and you can see it puts it in there like that. I think you can shrink this down so you can maybe see that. There you go. And let me add another personality here, and let's call this one my HMI name. Call it HMI name here. Okay. And down here, I'm going to put down here HMI space 20, because that's it. And this will be web page label. We'll call it web page label. All right, I'm going to click the OK button. There's my 2 personalities. Okay, so I'm going to go up here to my Ethernet 1. And I should have pointed out, but before I created a personality, it didn't have this here, but now it does. Well, I want this thing to have this fixed IP address of this particular personality. Notice on the right, I'm in personality. So I'm going to drag this Yahoo right here. Boom. That's going to put that personality right there. And then I'm going to go over here to web server. Oops, on the web server here. Where's the web server? Right here. Sorry. And I'm going to always turn this off. Go there. But I want the label here to be that name. So I'm going to go over here to the right, personalities. And I'm going to grab the HMI name personality. And I'm going to put that into these 3 fields. Maybe I won't. I'll try that there. Come on, Jose, I can't seem to drag today. All right, so there's that. I also am going to go to features, and I'm going to turn on low control, and I'm going to do bare displayed scaled. I prefer that. I have a wonderful video that shows this display mode differences. I like this mode. But anyway, so that's what I'm going to do there. Okay, let me go over here to data tags. I'm going to do something else here too. I want to create a couple tags that will show those personalities on the screens just for giggles. So I'm going to create a new numeric tag, and I'm going to use for that one the IP address. So I'm going to drag this guy right here, put that right there. That's tag 1. And then let me create another tag here that's going to be a string tag, because I want to use the name one. Well, you know what? Back up. Hold on. Let me show you. If I create another numeric tag, and if I drag this guy here, you're going to see Crimson's going to slightly freak out. So wait a minute, that's supposed to be a string tag apparently. So I'm going to delete that one, make it a string tag, and then I'll drag this guy over here. Maybe I won't drag this right here, right there. Okay, there's that. All right, let me put the phone on hold there. All right, so there's my 2 tags right there. Okay, I'm going to go over here to display pages. And for testing, I'm going to go ahead and put these on the page. So I'll drag this guy out here like this. I'll make it be a little bigger. And I'll drag this one out here like this. Make it be a little bigger as well. I'm also going to make the font bigger here. Boom, 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 boom. Bold it. And I'll do the same with this guy. Of course, once I do that, I need to make these fields a little bigger. No big deal. All right, so there it is. I got those two on there. Let me test this before I move on. Let me save this. I'm going to save it here in my demo test here. And this will be our, we'll call this our main program here, our main database. All right, so there's my main database. Let me download this and test it first, show you this working. So let me go hit the link, pull down, go to here. I'm going to use USB to download the first time here. So let's go ahead and download this to it. You see it's got, we'll say yes, I'm going to overwrite this. All right, now if I did that correctly, I should be able to pull up the web page for this thing at 192.168.1.20. See if it powers back up here. Not cycling power, so hold on. And it should be coming up here. There we go. So you can see there's the name, HMI 20. If I hit remote view, you can see, now you see this tag 1 here, how it shows like this, and this one here shows this. Let me show you the fix for that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on this tag 1. Because this is an IP address, I'll go to the Format tab, and on the Format tab down here, I'll hit the Pick button for the type, and I'm going to declare it as an IP address, and that'll use our function in the background that converts that. And now if I download it to the screen, let's see what we get this time. So now it shows it correctly. One more thing I want to do here, just for giggles, is I'm going to go over to the right side, and I'm also going to, let me separate this down. I'm going to grab this personality key and place it right here. Put this here, right here. I'll put this guy above here a little bit, and I'll do same size as this guy, and I'll say copy from, all formatting this guy here. So it just does a, and I might have to make this a little bigger. Let me make this a little bigger. Because I want you to see, I don't need the world. Let me get rid of that for now. Okay, and then I'm also going to drag out the HMI name personality, and I'll put it here as well. And I think I'll just go ahead and same size as this guy, copy from whatever, either one doesn't work. There we go. And this one here will make same size as this guy here. All right, let's download this again just to double check. I want you to see this now. All right, perfect. So there's the personality in the raw format. There's the personality, and then here's the actual tags I did. I probably should make this guy a little bigger, so stretch this one just out a little more. All right, save that. Double check here. Perfect. All right, so there it is. I got that. That's currently running on this HMI. I downloaded that via USB. Looks good to me. I don't have any problems with that. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next HMI, and I'm going to, well, you know, let me go to the link pull down. Let me show you one more thing. Go to Options. I've been using USB. If I go to TCP, click the Find button. Let's see what it shows here. So you can see it found that one HMI with that IP address. So if I was to double click on that, puts it in that field. And if I just hit Download Now, quickly you might have saw it. It's over Ethernet. So great. I'm going to move on to the next HMI. So the next HMI, let me go over here to Device Configuration. On my next HMI, I want the IP address of it to be 21. So I'm going to click here on my personality, change this to 21. And then I'm going to click on the name, and I'm going to change this to 21 as well. Okay, so there you have that. Made that change. Okay, I'm going to physically move the USB cable from the first HMI over to the second one. So give me a second. I'll disconnect it. There's that wonderful sound we like to hear. And I'll plug this into the next HMI. There it is. I plugged it in the next HMI. I'm going to go to the link pull down. Make sure that I'm doing this over USB because I got to send it to the other one. So I'm going to choose USB. Click OK. And then if I hit the Shazam button, let's see what happens. Perfect. So it downloaded supposedly. So this one is looking at HMI 20, the one we just did. Let me add a new tab. Put in here 192.168.1.21 this time. Let's see, I just heard cycle power. Let's see what it does here. Or it reset, I should say. All right, so here's 21. There's 21. So if I make this a floating window, we can look at both at the same time. There's 21, there's 20. Okay, perfect. Looks good to me. I don't see any problem there. Now I want to move on to the next HMI. Well, you know what? Before I move on, I just want to show you something. When I go to Link Options, click the TCP this time. I'll click Find, and it should find both of them. Now you see both of them are here. Whatever. So if I wanted to pick the other one, the one I'm playing with right now would be this one right here. I can see the IP address right here. You can either double click or you can just pick it, click OK, OK, and then I'll just quickly download over USB, or not USB, but Ethernet. Watch. The header bar real quick said TCP. No big deal. I just download over that. Let me move this to the next guy, which is 22. And I'm going to change this to say 22 as well, right here. Perfect. All right. Let me go move the physical USB cable again to the third HMI. I'll disconnect it. I'm going to plug it back in. There we go. All right, we plugged into that one. Let's go to the link pull down. Make sure we're doing this over USB, because this is the first time I'm setting these personalities in these units. So I'll say yes. Go ahead and download this to it. All right. And I'll open another tab here. $22 this time. HMI is rebooting. And it should be up. There it is. And here's the one for 22. So once again, I'll make this a free floating window. So as you can see, I got 21 right there. There's 20. I'm sorry, this is 21. Or this is 20. This is 21. And here's 22. All right. I got a third one. I want to make it address 23. So I'm going to go here, change this to number 23. And I'll go here. I'll change this to 23. Perfect. All right. I'm going to move the USB cable to the third or the fourth HMI here. Give me a second. Okay. There it is. I didn't test the Ethernet one or the other one, but that's okay. Who cares? All right. Let's go ahead and download this to the fourth HMI here. And while I'm waiting, I might as well put in the address of what we think that will be. Okay, it should be coming back up here. There it is. So here's number 23. I'll make this another free floating window. Perfect. So now we can see that there's HMI 20. Here's number 21, 22, 23. All of them have these personalities that have their IP address and, of course, the label for the web page. And if I go to the link pull down now and go to Options, choose TCP/IP, I can click the Find button, and it should show all four of them here. There's the addresses. One of the really cool things I like about this, too, is that when you're looking at things like this, and maybe you don't know which particular product you're talking to or whatever, you can click the Identify button, and the LEDs on the front of that particular HMI or FlexEdge will start to blink. And I don't have a camera on it, but you have to take my word, they do blink, which is kind of cool. Lets you know that's the one you're looking at. So anyway, if I pick this one, click OK, hit the download, and now they're all going to have those settings. That's perfect. I set all the personality in all these units. I'm going to disconnect the USB cable so that I no longer use that. So let me pull this out. There it is. All right. Now I want to use this database as the main database and make changes to one HMI, not the others or something. And I want to use the personalities to do this, to differentiate each HMI in this case. So if I go over here on the left, click on Device Personalities, and the default setting here in Crimson is to download these. But now I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to turn off the database personalities so that when it goes down, it already has these settings up here, and I'm not going to override what was already in those screens. So now the personality resides in that particular unit. So let's say, for instance, I go over here to display pages, and let's say that I want HMI number 20 to have a red background on this page. So if I right click and go to properties, change the background here to red. There's the red background on this particular page on this one. So now if I go to the link pull down, go to options, I'm going to hit the find button, and I'm going to choose this one here to send that to. So I'm going to hit OK, click OK again. Let's download this. Let's see if it works. It went somewhere. We think it went to that one. And as we look here at there's number 20. Sweet. If I change the background color of this main program to say blue, and this time I want it to go to HMI 21, which is that personality thing, go here and I'll just pick 21 here from the list. Click OK. That's going to point it there. Hit the Shazam button, and that should download to this guy. There you go. Perfect. And of course, if I go to change this to say red, white, blue, I should have made that one white. Let me make that white. Hold on. Let me make this one white. Okay, with the white background, with black letters, let's do this. Let's make it gray instead. Yeah, bad reading, but well, I'll download that just to make it gray. There you go. And then if I want to, on the next one here, we'll make the number 3 one be blue. Hit the link pull down. Choose HMI number 23 this time on my list, or 22, I'm sorry. There we go. Shazam. And while it's downloading, you'll see that you get the X on the browser. There it is. And let's make the last one maybe be green, for instance. And this will be number 23 here, right there. Perfect. So now that downloaded to all of them, and I'm using the personalities to keep the IP address of those units specific to each particular HMI that's out there. So that's just a quick video of how you can use personalities in this database. I was trying to think of another thing here. I might make another video on a few more additions to this, but that's just a quick one on the personalities. The important thing here, really the important thing, is the first time you set up the personalities, you have to have this turned on so that you download it to that unit and it stays in there. And then after you're done with your personality, you turn this off so you're not continually overriding what's already in that particular HMI. So that's the key to this demo. Anyway, I'm going to add something else to this, and I'll make another second one to this. I have another idea, but I'll add that to another video. Hey, thanks a lot, folks. Have a great day.